Hello everyone, welcome back to more quick Magic the Gathering Arena quick draft Strixhaven. The good news is, since that last draft was a nightmare, I didn't make any progress on my dailies, which means I can play another draft on this account without feeling like I'm wasting gems by playing when there's no dailies available. So we'll just jump right back in here. I want to think about like what was wrong with that last deck, and it was like the games that I lost. Did I get tempoed out? Did I get overrun and like did I get outvalued? There's one game where I got tempoed out, the last one. There's at least one game where I just kind of got slowly outvalued. I don't know. It's a mystery. What is this? A giant... This must be a good card, right? It's like the mascot... well, not the mascot, but the like founder of some house, right? 5 mana, 2/5. Flying, double strike. Already insane. At the beginning of combat, you may choose 2. Each must target a different player. Make an Inkling. You may choose 2. Okay. Draw a card and lose a life. Put a counter on each creature they control. Wow. So those are all fairly good effects. You don't really want to give any of them to your opponent. But depending on the situation, giving them an Inkling might not matter. Making them lose life and draw a card could be fine. This is just like a good creature, right? Like, there's no way I'm going to look this up and it's going to be like, oh, this is bad. What the heck is this guy's name? Shadrix? Yeah, 18th best, so very strong. A great first pick, but not an insane bomb. There's not really any other good Silverquill in this pack either. Revitalize is okay, Fracture sucks. Humiliate's fine, but no one's gonna first pick it. Or second pick, rather. Oh, this is alright. I don't know. This pack is all kind of bland, actually, except for the one Shadrix. And there's plenty of stuff in this pack I'd be happy to have, but none of it that I'd be excited to first pick. Like, I expect I'll get something back on the wheel. Maybe it's Beaming Defiance, maybe it's Lash of Malice. I don't know, we'll see. Show of Confidence. I think Show of Confidence is not that good. It did work out well for me in one Silverquill deck, but I think that one was pretty specific. I suspect it is not a good second pick. Yeah, it's not very good. I suspect Juke is the best pick here. It's just like a pretty decent removal spell that can also sometimes create a creature if you don't need the removal. The Servant is fine, and the Professor is fine as well. Okay, the Professor says it's a lot better. And what was the other one I was looking at? Show of oh no, Umbral Juke. Yeah, Umbral Juke and Zoology are pretty close together. So I'll take the one that's in the colors I have so far, I think. Confront the Past. I haven't seen this. This is a Lesson in Black. Return a Planeswalker from your graveyard to the battlefield? That's very strong. But only if you have a Planeswalker, which I don't expect to. Yeah, so this is a hate card for like, yeah. It's probably fine in Constructed. But yeah, it's just unplayably bad in Limited. I was really impressed with Snow Day when my opponent played it, actually. I've been thinking of this card as like not that great, but you get so much tempo by like buying 2 turns of creatures not attacking or blocking. And it does draw as well. Mage Hunter, I think, is fine. Arrogant Poet is in my colors. Spiteful Squad is alright. I don't really want anything particularly heavy. I think I'd rather just take a Poet. I don't know. How is the Mage Hunter? Solid. Poet is also like reasonably solid, but I think so far I have kind of a Flyers theme a little bit. And I want some small creatures so that I can stay alive till Shadrix wins the game, hopefully. Oh, and how good is Spiteful Squad? About the same. So this is okay, but I would be happy to just wheel it, and if I don't wheel it, like, who cares? Closing Statement, I think, is pretty great. Wow, yeah. There's a lot of good Silverquill stuff going by. I think we just snap pick the opening closing. Yeah, great card. Oh, I put it in a different color bracket, or cost bracket accidentally. Divine Gambit or Stonerise Spirit? Is there anything else? Like, I could take Snow Day if I wanted to get out of Silverquill, but I don't. Novice Dissector is playable, but not really good with this deck yet. The Divine Gambit is some removal. Stonerise Spirit is just like a decent 2-drop that works with Flyers. I think I'll get more chances to take that. This doesn't come around super often. So many Spiteful Squads going by. I'll have plenty of chances to take them if I want, but for now I'd rather have the Owlin. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty decent Silverquill start. Got another Mage Hunter if we want it. Or what the heck is this? I don't know if I want to, like, have a 5-mana 5/5 that doesn't do that much, and that also requires double black. I'd rather just have a Mage Hunter. Okay, Spiteful Squad, I guess? I'm gonna be overrun with these guys in a minute. It's fine. In case I want red. Guess I'll just take another. What is this, by the way? It's a 4-drop. 4-mana 3/3, not really my thing. I don't know, whatever. So 9 cards from the first... Oh, by the way, those other Spiteful Squads, there were like 4 of them, I think. Maybe it was just 3, but there were at least 3. And I picked 1. So there's at least 2 that did get picked up by someone that could have wheeled around to me but didn't. So someone on the other side of the table is drafting black-white, I guess. Might be a bit of a problem. Huh. That's weird. Pretty tough to activate the Storm effect very well on 6 mana, and I don't want to get into double blue. I mean, this is just kind of a horrible Silverquill pack. I think I take the Inkling Summoning. I'm not really going to try to get into red-blue. I don't know, maybe I'm being less flexible than I should be, but... Should I take the Pledge Mage instead? Is that reasonable? I don't think so. It's just like not that amazing to run. I think we're taking another Poet. Oh, or just a land. What the heck are you? You're red and white. 2 mana red, and it cycles you. And for 4 mana, you can draw and cast a card. Or play it as white for 3 mana. Wow, that's an interesting effect. So it's a pretty small effect to all your creatures, but you always get to decide whether they're tapped or untapped. I think this is probably playable. Not like amazing. Oh, it's amazing. Okay. Alright, I mean, I'd probably rather play the red side of this than the white side, but even if I can only play it in white, it's okay. And I do have 2 Lorehold campuses already. And there's nothing else here I want that badly. The Poet's okay. The campus is okay. Shock. Maybe just ooh. This is a, I mean, this card is scary. I've been blown out by it at least once, I think twice. It is a double white card, so a little bit hard to run, but it would give me more excuses to like run red. I don't have a lot of instants or I guess I kind of do. I could just run Expel though, or Beaming Defiance. I think Lorehold Pledge Mage is probably better. I think it's okay. Obviously, I have enough of a deck that I shouldn't worry that much about what it says as first pick material. I don't think I want Letter of Acceptance. I think the 2 Lorehold campuses are going to be enough to make it fairly okay to run this. And even if I do, it doesn't have to be red. I can, as I said, play it white. But the red side looks better to me. And Expel I don't think is that great as removal. It's like fine. The fact that it has to be tapped is, I don't know. A lot of the stuff that opponents like try to, like the really big creatures that you're, or not big, but the creatures you're really scared of, they don't actually attack with that much. They just like gradually get value by getting Magecraft triggers and stuff, right? I think I'll just take the Pledge Mage. Putrefy? Nah, I don't want to run green as well. Spell Satchel? Nah. Silverquill Campus, probably the best pick here. Tome Shredder could be okay, but I don't want to get married to red. Seeing Rutha again. Didn't I draft this once and then I don't remember if I ran it and never played it or just didn't run it, but I definitely have not played it despite having drafted it. This is just not a good card. The Elocution, like, I don't need counters right now. I feel like I just want more 2-drops. Maybe a Leech Fanatic. Urza's Rage. 3 mana. I mean, it's a 3 mana Lightning Bolt, which is not that good, but not horrible. And then it's also like a 12 mana Omega something. Like 12 mana win the game much of the time. I don't think it's a very good card. I don't think it fits in this deck. I'm curious what... Okay, it actually says it's an alright first pick. A solid playable card. It's interesting to know. But I still don't think I want it. I don't know, it's 3 mana for removal. I think that could be okay, but like... I think Beaming Defiance is probably better. I have enough creatures that Beaming Defiance will be removal fairly often. And it can also, like, keep my stuff from dying, so it's more flexible. It can sometimes, like, 2 for 1, maybe, where, like, opponent was trying to attack. I guess not exactly 2 for 1. Like, let's say I attack with something, thinking it's just going to get in for some damage. Opponent plays a buff on one of their creatures that I didn't see coming, and suddenly they're going to, like, be killing my creature for nothing, and they were getting a 1 for 1. I buff my creature in response, and now, like, I've played 1 card. They've lost the card they played, and they've lost their creature. So, like, sometimes this can 2 for 1 in that sort of way. I don't know, I'll take it. That's kind of the dream scenario, of course. It won't always be that lovely, but... Another Juke, I think, is fine. Could take this guy. I don't have as much of a flyer theme as I used to, but I think this is a better card. It's kind of like insurance against big decks, and drafting a number of small creatures is insurance against kind of more like tempo decks. Promising Dusk Mage. I think I have a fair number of counterspell or counter-giving things. Not many though. Actually, it's, you know, a couple. Oh, that's one. That's one. That's one. This is one. So I have like 4 or 5. Could be something. I think the Pledge Mage is probably... Well, how many instants and stuff do I have? 6? I think the Pledge Mage is probably better. Just because, I mean, they're both 3 mana. This is a 2/3. This is a 3/1, but can become a flyer, which is pretty valuable for me. Drawing a card is great and all, but I don't know how often I'm going to get to do that. So just give me the Pledge Mage. Guiding Voice is pretty good, but so is Silverquill Campus. Oh, by the way. Hello? Take this. How do I clicked on that like 7 times and it wasn't going in. Now, eventually it did. Guiding Voice is okay. We didn't end up taking the Dusk Mage, so it's less good than it would be if we had that. But it's still fine. I have 1 lesson. But I think just my mana base is going to need a little bit of help to try to run this red stuff, and as much dual land as I can run is probably a good idea. How much do I care about this? Not very much, right? I think I'll just take the Breakthrough. Lightning Bolt. Now that's a card. Silverquill Command. 4 mana. Pretty good, I think. Lightning Bolt's got to be better though, right? This is 4 mana. There's a lot of good stuff in this pack. Yeah, Lightning Bolt is a great card. Silverquill Command is actually rated even better. Okay, fine. You got me. I'm already in black-white, so... Village Rites, I think, is not any good. I think it's like Elocution or another campus card. The Promising Dusk Mage is okay as well. How much of this stuff do I want to cut? Like, I just picked some stuff because it was going by. And I need, like, I don't really think I need to run 3 Beaming Defiance. Sudden Breakthrough might be worse, though. Yeah. Pigment Storm is okay. I think I'll keep it. Even if it is double red. It's like a 5-drop removal. It's okay. So I'm running 19 non-lands at the moment. I could take a Dusk Mage. What's my curve like? Not that many creatures. Quite a few like Umbral Jukes on 3, but it would be nice to have a creature on 3, so I could take the Dusk Mage. Now I have, I think, by now, a fair number of ways to put counters on it. I think I'll take it. Hopefully the campus wheels, but I doubt it. Eliminate, I think, is great for this deck. Crushing Disappointment could be okay as well. I don't really have any draw yet, but I guess this deck doesn't really deserve to run draw. I'm just going to take Eliminate. Another campus? Combat Professor? I think I want a Combat Professor. Elocution is the only card in my colors here. Well, no, that's not true. There's a red lesson, I guess. And Thrilling Discovery, but I don't much want that. So I could take Start from Scratch and just sideboard it. I mean, the Elocution is... yeah, I'll take it. Why not? We like counters. Eye Twitch is pretty playable. Novice Dissector likes Eye Twitch, but if I'm going to play any of these, it's probably Crushing Disappointment. I need to cut a bit. I'm already over on, you know, what I can run. What I can fit in the deck. I think the Beaming Defiances are just not that great. I might cut a Pigment Storm as well, just because double red is a little hard to come by. I think I'll just sideboard this. It's a little greedy to even play it. Our Pupil is a 1-mana 1/1, and it has this counter effect. I think I like that enough to cut something else. I don't think this was the pack with the Silverquill Campus. There's a Dusk Mage, though. I think it's getting pretty good by now. Here's the Elocution. I think this one had the Campus in it. I didn't even look at the red card. It might have been a lesson that I was supposed to sideboard. Whoops. Okay, well, we're out of decisions, apparently. 3 thrilling discoveries sideboarded. Well, if it were a good card, that would be pretty cool. So, cutting 4 cards, huh? I think we want to keep the Dusk Mages. Dukes are fine. I think the elocutions are maybe a bit scary. Let's cut those. Hang on, did I accidentally cut something else as well? No, okay. The Leech Fanatic does basically nothing. He's just a 2-drop. How about this Pledge Mage, though, huh? Do I really have a reason to run him? I guess he's okay. I have 10 instants and sorceries. Five red sources. And like a lot of white sources. 8, I guess. It's tempting to run Crushing Disappointment. I don't have any other card draw. Well, okay, I have the Promising Dusk Mages. The Silverquill Pledge Mage might not be doing much, actually. Like, I didn't really wind up with this, like, theme of playing a bunch of big flyers and killing them with that, I don't think. I have the Eye Twitch, I have the Poet. I maybe have some Inklings. And the Combat Professor, and then eventually Shadrix. But Shadrix isn't like a flyer, he's a win condition, right? So, only Owlin, that's true. Like, how important is it to be able to fly here? Not you. I think this card is just not very good. And instead I'll run, like, another Beaming Defiance or something? Or no, some card draw, yeah. Okay. Let's try this. I think it's bad. I don't know. I think I will do badly regardless of whether the deck is good. But I have like an okay amount of removal, I think, and a decent curve. What more could you ask for? I have a couple great creatures. We'll see. Diego K64. Excuse me, this is only 2 mana. I was promised more. But I do get Plarg. On turn 2. That seems pretty cool. I'll take it. He can help me draw to more lands. I have the Silverquill Command as well, eventually. I have some pretty high quality cards. I just need to be able to play them. I meant to say hello. Boots. Okay. I mean, we does some premium removal, I think. I'm fine trading with that. Oh, I can't play this because I don't have enough white or red. Very sad. I guess I'm not happy having traded with that now. Destroy this. I mean, I guess. I want to play this first and then play the Combat Professor, I think. Even though it doesn't work out as efficiently with Curve. The Combat Professor has an effect on the turn you play him, even if he doesn't attack, whereas this doesn't. Also, I do get to leave this open in case they remove it again. Which is sort of nice. Okay. Oh, opponent didn't play a fourth land, by the way. And yet they also didn't play a card. That's kind of interesting. Wonder what they're up to. They clearly have some instant they could play. Been a lot of pausing, but I don't know what it might be. They could be missing a color. I don't know. But this fits into Silverquill fairly well, I feel like. Oh, and the creature they killed is exiled. I can't even bring it back with Silverquill command. I think I want to keep the flyer, I guess? I don't have much Magecraft. If I had played my mana in a different order, if I had in fact played this instead of here, I would have had a black floating to play Professor's Warning to keep the creature alive. Although Indestructible, you can still sacrifice Indestructibles. This isn't if it dies, it comes back. It can't die. We don't want this right now. Okay. I don't have anything to do with this mana anyway. Opponent keeps not being able to play anything, which is great news for me. Alright, I'm not going to prioritize getting this off, I guess. I'll just attack. Combat Professor is doing fine on the sidelines anyway. Pretty good. So, I want to make them sacrifice it. And what else do I want to do? Do I want to draw a card or do 3 damage? I'd rather have a card, right? Might be nice to wait till I could return, like, the eye twitch, but I guess that's not happening. Yeah, that's a fine way to tap, I guess. Target player, that's me. Okay, we got him. They just didn't do any. I mean, I don't know. They didn't do nothing. They were like kind of removing my stuff, but not as fast as I was playing it. And then they finally had the mana to play one big creature, and we killed it, and that was the end of the game. Cool. Well, happy to start things off on the right foot here. Can we get an opponent? It says waiting for opponent. So we should have one selected, and they're just like taking a while to load the game, or what? I think that's what waiting for opponent means. There's this like... I've had one game load where I just like waited at a screen like this for a long time, and then it made a match and said draw. Like, yeah. There's some kind of bug in matchmaking. You hear that? We're hearing draw sound already. Yeah, okay. So opponent like didn't exist. Fine. A professional would cut that out, but I won't. I'm an amateur player, an amateur YouTuber. You know, just, you're gonna have to live with it. And you're gonna like it. I have a 1-drop, some removal, a couple 4s, good mana, sure. Ooh, even a 3-drop. Although I might choose not to play it for Inklings, I don't know. This is an instant. Just pass through their turn so they don't suspect that I have something. Alright. Resolve. I always try to not play this like on turn 2, because if it draws 2 lands, you're kind of like, what are you supposed to... Like, being able to play a... There's no card you can play right now, so all this is doing is like scry 3, draw 1, basically, right? You can't exile something and then play it. Whereas if you play it when you already have 2 mana but haven't played a land yet, I guess I'll just play a 3-drop. If you haven't played a land yet, you can exile the land. And then still play it this turn. So it's better to play on turn 3 than turn 2, but you know, maybe there's certainly times when you would want to just play it to have done something, I think. This is value 3 or less. This is the most value I'm going to get out of this card. This might kill something quite big in a bit. Sure. Alright, well, it didn't turn out to be that big. I think it might be better to play the mage, or to play some draw now, rather than juke this. I mean, if I juke it, I can get in 4 damage again. But I want the draw, yeah. So we attack. And tap only this one. Because I don't want this to be a 2-1, I want it to be a 1-2. Oh, I guess I can play this on their turn. I didn't realize. Okay. Well, I'll keep some mana open, just to... in case. That seems good. Wait, did I miss it? I should have played that on my turn so I could play the land. No. I already had played the land. I think. If I didn't, it was a big mistake. You didn't attack with this, huh? You're worried about getting killed, I guess? Okay, fair enough. Okay, how am I playing this guy? I guess I'm making them draw? I'm putting counters on my stuff? Target player draws a card. That's you. Yes. And I can't attack, but that's okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to really regret this. Shouldn't you have scribed before I gave you the draw? I guess it doesn't matter. Maybe you want to see the first two cards and then decide on what the third is. That makes sense. Good game? Cool. The Silverquill ability, I think, is interesting. Like, it really is hard because all of those are things you don't want to let your opponent do. They're all good. But, depending on the tempo of the game, you know, one of them can be worse than the others. Maybe I should have just been giving them Inklings and then attacking over the top of them? I don't know. This looks a few too many lands, but I have a 2-drop and some removal, and I guess I'll do my best. Opponent's mulliganing. It's been a long time since I drew 5 lands on turn 1. I think it's actually better to play the Lorehold Campus, because I have plenty of black and white. I might need red sometime unpredictably soon, and I don't want to have to play it tapped. Okay, not my favorite card by any means. Like, by a lot. I basically want to draw no more lands for the rest of the game. A tall task, of course. I don't think I pay 2 life to go over the top here. I just attack, and if they want to block, then I use this on it. It's kind of horrible, but it keeps me in control of the board. And it's not like I was saving this for something else. Happy to see this. I guess they do have enough mana to, assuming they have a land in hand, to play. Oh no. That was turn 3, right? I was player 2. So they don't have a fourth land. And they like pests. Well, no big surprise there. Who doesn't? I think I can afford to play this tapped. There's some value in like leaving this, but I can't play it in my end step anyway because they don't have any creatures. I don't think a single 2-1 is going to be enough to win the game. Maybe a 3-2 will? Seems unlikely though. Okay. This is a great pickup. I think I will swing in for damage. Okay, they might regret that. But maybe not. Maybe they're perfectly happy to have removed it and have a plan for this one as well. Sort of a plan. It's not like I'm dominating this game. Oh, okay, that's a great pickup. Sure. Better than scrying? Oh my god! Okay. I think I'll hold this back. Rushing them down is not going to be very effective. I have like no effects to discard except for Plarg. So I'm probably just going to keep playing these. I mean, you got me on that one. No block. Could I get up to 10 mana and start scrying twice a turn? I guess it could happen. Okay, that is a card. I've drawn 10 of my 17 lands, so there's 7 left in my deck of 24. I'm drawing like 1 land every 3 turns, roughly. Okay. I have 7 mana on board. This is 4. If I play it, I can't scry. It's a sorcery. Target creature with mana value 2 or less. I could return the Poet. I don't... Sacking a creature doesn't do anything. So I guess I draw a card and take a Poet. It's not amazing at all, but I don't think it's going to get any better. Wait, does it say a graveyard? My graveyard. An instant, so... No attacks. Right? Is making an Inkling here gonna help at all? On their turn? I could then double block with these and have the 2/1 still alive? I don't think attacking is good. Oh, this can't fly. I was thinking it was the Pledge Mage, which could. If I play an instant or sorcery. Okay, I mean, I kind of have to get rid of this. This might not do it, but it's my best shot. Even if it loses me the Owlin, I have to do something about it. Oh, thank God. I think it would have been better for them to wait for me to commit to blockers. They wouldn't get the 4 damage in because I'd try double blocking, but then they would zap that and I would lose this. And this is a very aggressive line that they're taking. I guess it's on purpose. Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm dead, like, next turn on board if I don't block. And if I do block, I'm also kind of dead. But I can't take 4, because this is going to do a lot of damage to me. Oh no, they don't have, well, but I still don't want to take 4. I just have to lose this, I think. Alright, it happened. We drew like 9 lands in a row. We get to scry twice. And then die. Great. A little late now. I mean, like, what was I supposed to do? I didn't get any lands. I got only lands. I drew, like, all of them. I drew 13 lands with, like, 20 cards left in my deck. Maybe it was only 12, I don't know. Maybe that's what I get for not mulliganing when I had 5 lands. Okay, this looks great. I have a 2-drop and, like, all my colors. And some removal on as well if I need it. I might not even play this on 2. I might wait till 3 so that I have something to keep it alive. In case they can remove it quickly. Sure. I guess I could have played that as an instant in case they were planning to buff it. That would, or if they played an even more threatening creature, yeah, that would have obviously been better. But they should just attack with it and then play whatever they're doing on after main. So I would end up doing this at the beginning of combat anyway. I don't think I need Larg right now. I don't know. Being able to get rid of these mountains would be real nice, I guess. Cool. Haven't seen that card before. Have seen that. Oh wow, you don't see that card very often. Well, my 5th mana would not go to waste with this card. I think all the same, I'm gonna go fishing with it. I want to play something for 3. Well, yeah, I'm gonna. Okay. Yeah, so let's discard a card, draw a card. Get rid of this. Great. I mean, not great. Like, a land is fine. But that's kind of what this card was for, is to, like, draw and then discard land. I'm actually going to go ahead and tap out here. If they want to remove that, they leave open the skies for Shadrix. For 5 mana, you can play a cheap card for free from your deck. I will get rid of a swamp here. I don't love playing this guy for 5, but with only 5 mana available, but I don't even have to do that necessarily. So we get out another black pronto. And swing with a 3/3, I think? Well, I mean, this is a great play, right? Play it before combat. So you can have an inkling, I think. I will have a bunch of counters. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess giving them the inkling is what you're supposed to do most of the time, because you have a giant double strike flyer who can just completely ignore the inklings. But you know, not always. That previous game, like, I wanted them to draw, but I didn't want to give them inklings. I forget why. Sure. Doesn't have any early plays, but it's got a decent amount of mana, and that's all I can really ask for these days. And Juke, like, could do something. Like, I kind of hate that Orator, right? Orator would be, I guess, the proper pronunciation. Yeah, we'll just pass here. Okay, this is fine. I don't care about that card. I think I'd rather have the Mage Hunter down than a Combat Professor. The Combat Professor still does something on the turn you play it, as long as you already have another creature. Ooh, hello. I don't need 5 mana for anything, so I'll play this tapped. If this were a 4/4, it would trade for the Combat Professor. I think I'll just play this and no attacks. Actually, it would trade for both if they tried to double block. I accept that. Oh, double Combat Professor. I've enjoyed that deck in the past. I had 4 of them. So if you had a 4/3 flyer, and I made mine a 4/5, it would embarrass you, right? I guess. If I attacked with a 4/4, they could now trade it for one of their Combat Professors, but I'm willing for that to happen. Actually, they couldn't because I have this. But they could try. Okay, cool. That Mage Hunter is getting solid value in. Alright. It's kind of annoying that that can fly now. Going with 2 3/3s. Okay. That makes sense because you want to get 2 attacks in. This first before declaring blockers, so that if they kill it, or if they like debuff it, I don't know. I don't think it matters. But this is a matter of principles. This is like a better way to do things. Yeah. Okay. Well, actually it was worse, because now I didn't get to block their thing. I guess I'm dead? Maybe you should, instead of playing this, should have just scried. Well, let's go out in style. Yeah, Combat Professors were pretty great. And Heated Debate, also great. I don't think I could have done anything there. go first. I have some decent stuff on 3. I still don't understand how the order it sorts your permanents in, or your spells. I thought I used to see it like put cheap stuff on one side, but now I'm like seeing cheap stuff bracketing things like often enough that I notice it. I'm not sure what's going on there. Black deck. More Silverquill. Why do I keep running into so much Silverquill? I could juke it? Or just like play 2 creatures? I think I'd rather play 2 creatures. You know, whatever they play. I guess maybe I should have swung first and seen if they'd let me in. That would have been better. No, because then if they don't let me in, they. Yeah. Kind of hate this. I can afford to let them attack me once, actually. Play a creature and pass. I could even maybe sack the Eye Twitch, but I don't want to. Learning is not that important compared to like having a creature on the board. Ooh. What could I do with this? Make them sack a creature. And draw a card? Okay, but first, let's attack with the 2/2. Gonna kill their 2/3, presumably. Whoa. I guess I could juke their 2/3 right now. Let's do that, actually. Let's see what they want to lose for this. Should have done it in the other order. So depending on what they sack, I might choose not to attack, but I don't think there's any reason not to. I think I'd rather just get this back on the board rather than draw a card and lose a life, so sure. Now there's something in my graveyard that I can get back with Silverquill command. Cool. I'd like to attack with this, but have it already have counters. And then also cast, because I've cast this, but I can't do things in that order. I'm not ready to Divine Gambit yet, so I think the extra mana this cost is not worth anything. I can just make them sack something, I guess. Yeah, let's do that, and give me back my 1/1. Or actually, like, why don't I just draw... Like, learning is not doing that much. No, I'll put it back. Okay, now I get to attack with everything. You know, we're only killing their stuff by like making them sack it, and they are playing more creatures than like I can't get rid of all their creatures this way. Well, actually, this might be a good target for when this dies, right? Actually, Inkling summonings right now is pretty good. Then I'll have a 2-1 and a 1-1. I can block their 2-3 that way. Yeah, let's do it. I could have attacked with the 2-2. I don't think it's good. I want it to get some more counters on it first. They actually flunked a 2-1. That's pretty exciting. Well, that's all you were ever going to do then. This is actually a pretty great set of draws. I'm just not sure what to do with it. I think I want to play my creature as white. Because then I can attack with a 3-3 and a 2-3 Death Touch. And also eliminate one of these things. Oh no, hang on. Mana value 3 or less. That doesn't work. Okay, but I'll still kill their thing and then attack for a bunch. Hopefully this bullies them into stopping attacking me so much. Actually, oh god, they're so close to lethal now that I look at it. But so am I? Maybe? Ugh, I hate you. This is now only 5 damage. And as long as they attack now and then have one of these creatures next turn, they have lethal. But maybe they're not going to? Yes, we got them to not attack. Oh boy. Phew, I have no idea what to do here. I don't think I can Divine Gambit yet. I think I just Closing Statement main phase and then attack with my thing that has counters on it. Okay. Spooky. Okay. But this is probably not a creature? Hopefully. At any rate, it won't have lifelink. Hopefully. Oh no. It's a permanent. Hopefully it's a land. Ah, got him! close. Opponent had me on a pretty good clock. So I don't know. You can rewind the footage. I'm interested to know on that turn when I had 8 life and they didn't attack with either of their guys. Did I wind up with enough removal on the next turn to not die? Or enough removal to kill them? If they had attacked? I'm not sure. They might have made a mistake there. I mean, there's two kinds of mistakes, right? There's the kind of mistake where, like, you make the best play you could, like, based on the knowledge you have, you make the best play possible. Then there's, like, based on perfect knowledge of opponent's hand, you make the best play possible. And then there's, like, based on perfect knowledge of the opponent's hand and everybody's, like, upcoming randomness, like, you did the best play possible, but it didn't work out as well as another one because of random things you couldn't control. This is kind of scary. I don't do anything until turn 5? Well, I guess I can remove one thing on turn 3 if I draw a land. I don't think I can run this. There's just too much that doesn't do anything. This is much better. Maybe drop the juke? Oh, it's also mulliganing. Anyway, so I don't even know what... A, what opponent did, like, was it a good play? B, did it work out well? Obviously he lost. He or she lost. So in that sense it worked out badly. But, like, was there a way out? Was it a way out that was good according to, like, the probabilities of what might have happened? And was it a good way out according to, like, what opponent could have known at the time? I don't know the answers to any of those things. And by the way, like, just as a general, like, it's not a huge deal that this doesn't always happen, but, excuse me, no 2-drops? Wow, opponent had terrible mulligans. If you are commenting on a video, talk about a play or something that came up or whatever, it's really helpful if you can leave a timestamp. These videos go out, like, a week and a half, 2 weeks after I record them. I have no recollection of whatever you're talking about. So if you can... Oh, no! They couldn't play... Oh, wow, that's horrible. I feel bad. Oh, I should have played this first, I guess. I could just scry, actually. Sure. This doesn't need to be played right now. I'll do it on their turn. But if I want to, I can remove their thing instead. I guess I could still do this on their turn. Oh, do they need more colors? It looks like they have something they can play. Juke me? This resolves. I sacrifice a creature. Well, what if I just juked your juke, though? Get juked, son. I still think it's not that important to draw right now. And I might want to scry, or I might want to remove their thing. Okay, they found whatever color they were looking for. Great. So thrilled not to draw that. That's as good as having played this, really. I am going to keep playing the lands that I have, just... Oh my god, I meant to play this. Missed some damage there. I didn't realize I had passed into attackers. I was just, like, clicking stuff. Okay, it's not really a good enough creature. Yeah, I mean, opponent's on 3 land. Like, what are they gonna do? 8 mana, I can actually, if I play this, no, I have 7, this would be 8. I can't play, I could play some removal along with scrying as long as I wait. I don't even really want to remove their stuff. Just like a sucky card. So I didn't have a stop here, but it still asked me, like, it waited. Like, do you want to play this? It knows that this is an interesting card to play during your end step. Normally, when you end turn, it doesn't do anything. It skips right through your end step unless opponent wants to do something. Huh. I don't know which one to put the counter on. They're probably both fine. Sure, but that didn't do anything. The target, this still had a target, so it still resolved as much as it could. Doesn't make the spell fizzle because it still has a target. Or because one of its modes had a target, that mode resolved and the other one fizzled. Okay, are we on 5? That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Are on 5, okay. Given the, I mean, we had a pretty rough start, didn't we? We got our first 2 losses pretty early, as I recall. I can play the Pledge Mage on 3. I have remove. Yeah, this is fine. Did I call it a Lore Mage? It's a Lore Hold Pledge Mage. I think I just said Pledge Mage, but I might have said Lore Mage? Lore Pledge Mage? I don't know. Okay, anyway, you can resolve that if you want. Removing this is like not insane value. It's like pretty bad value. Anatomy. Okay, well, I'll wait then. Now you show up exactly when I... Yes, this is a great time for them to anatomy that, I think. Not going to, though. Should have attacked first, probably? Well, I don't know. I guess you probably were just not going to attack. I would block. What? You're tapped out. Are you crazy? Well, good thing I didn't pay to remove that. And no attacks. Keep these available if necessary. And have a blocker for this. I don't need to pressure them down, I think. I just want my life total to stay okay. I don't know, I could have attacked and then if they... Well, no, because they would give us counters and I don't like that. Happy to see a land. Also happy that's an instant, so I don't have to decide what I'm doing. I can just put it off and play it at the last moment. Yep. Okay. Wow, they are really digging. Maybe I should be playing more aggressively. Oh, by the way, red, black, and white mirror. Oh, I forgot that that actually does something when I play it. I'm playing this, I do want more land. Do I want you for either side? Like, probably? Take the white side? And just swing, take some damage while I can? I might leave this one untapped. Like, is that one extra damage worth having this tapped? I don't think it is. I like having the threat of this to defend. Also, why is this a 2-3? I thought its base stats were 2-1. Base stats are 2-2, okay. Heated debate. Can't be countered. Oh? I beg to differ. I think I'll use this one. Okay, Juke is pretty good right now. Even if it is only a 2-1, lets me more comfortably attack for a lot. Because I can actually leave stuff tapped and attack with everything. I could just play Spiteful Squad. Maybe I attack first. Decide what to do. I don't get in for as much this way. Because I'm a little scared of some combat trick. I'll just tap everything. Yeah. I have enough instants in hand to deal with whatever weird stuff they come up with. Okay. I guess I should have been attacking more to begin with. Does this guy not know how First Strike works? I think he's lost 2 creatures to that. And it doesn't seem like it was a good play either time. I don't know. Alright, I'm a little sad that I used my 1 mana spell to keep this alive instead of my 2 mana, but I thought this might be more useful. Maybe not. I would love to, right now, like, switch this card to be the 1 mana one. This is fine, though. That's very strong, but not really necessary at the moment. Three, 4. Oh, this one doesn't benefit. Whoops. 4, 6, 10. I could add 3 more, but not 4 more. So I guess I just stay open. Obviously should have left this one untapped. I didn't really read the text very carefully. I was wondering earlier why this guy didn't have any blue text. That's why it's only other creatures. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's vigilant even. That's cool. But I can just remove this with closing statement. And they're tapped out. Oh gosh, it has lifelink. Wow. Main phase closing statement yet again. Put the counter on you, because you'll move it if you get killed. Got him. That. Oh yeah, right. It doesn't normally have lifelink. It was the spell they drew that gave it +2/+2 and lifelink. That's a really good draw for them. Both the giant creature, well, they probably already had the giant creature, and the spell that it fetched, but not good enough. Alright. Well, I'm a little bit, mollified is almost the word that I'm looking for. A little bit less disappointed, right? There's a word for like when you were disappointed but you're feeling better, and like mollified is kind of that. Like the fact that I went 0-3 last game, I was like, gosh, maybe I suck at draft like I thought. And then like, okay, I'm doing pretty well this draft. Are we gonna get to 7? Who can say? But I'm less morose and mopey about my 0-3 now. Ugh. I can't run this. It has 2 mana and no cards. This has a 2-drop and a 4-drop and some stuff. I'll take it. I don't need red, but I also don't need like a 3rd black, so I guess this is what we're getting rid of. This makes me, like, there was some argument maybe you should get rid of this, right? But I figure you're going to draw enough land eventually. Red blue. Ugh, this is going to be reject or something. I hate you. Thrill of possibility. Fine. I would like to stop drawing all this land, please. Opponent wants to do something in my end step. I was gonna say draw, but sure, cycle. Okay. I'm just gonna keep playing stuff and hope they don't counter me. Yeah? Well, what can you do? That card isn't so amazing that I'm gonna just sit here picking away at them with a 2-1 until I can finally get it out guaranteed uncountered. Like, if that were my Silverquill, yes, maybe I would be a little bit more careful with it. Now this is a tougher decision. I'd like to play this at a time when I can get it by without it being countered, but I don't know if it's worth sitting on it forever until they have no untapped mana. I mean, right now the game is going fine. This would close it out faster, though, and they do seem to be kind of a control deck. I think I'm going to wait and just probably use this mana to scry. More cycle? No. They have nothing they can play right now. They just played this and it instantly went to attackers or to their second main or something. So I think that this mana is only going to be used for counters. So I'm just going to keep my mana open. If they're not going to do anything, I'm happy with the board as it is. It's your job to try to do something about it. They do have some instant. I don't know what is going on exactly. Okay. Not learning a lot about their deck. We know it's red-blue, you know, spells and control-ish. What do they discard? Teach by example. Sure. I think I still take 4 damage from this. Yeah, okay. But now I get to put down my Owlin. Well, they do have 2 mana open, I guess, with treasure, but this is my best shot to get it in. That's a really nice pickup. So their counterspell for creatures says if you pay 3 mana, you can like get away with it and play the creature anyway. I think. Let me look that up real quick. Reject. Yes, controller pays 3. So if I could wait till I had 8 mana, I could play this scot-free. And right now, I could just try this. And if they counter it with Test of Wills, like, there wasn't much I could have done. Okay. It resolves. I want the white side of this eventually. Picking up some removal here is really nice. I can play the white mana now. The white side, yeah. Go ahead and counter this if you want. No counters. Okay. We got some quality removal out of that. I mean, not like an insane removal card, but a removal card. They're tapped out. This is the time. Well, almost tapped out. They have 1 mana. And I'll still have this open. They hate this, right, with the ward, I think? It's ward pay 3 life, isn't it? Yeah, that's really unpleasant for them. Mana doesn't seem to be a big problem for them. I don't know, maybe I should have just won this game a while ago and run out the Owl Mage and it would have been uncountered. What? Pigment Storm. Oh, that's not gonna work. That sounds like GG. Resolve the ward. Would you like to pay the life? Yes. Oh, unluckily, it's still hexproof. Good game. Alright, 7 wins. So, I don't know. I feel pretty happy with how I played that game. I was more cautious than I usually am in Limited, where like you kind of just want to dump your hand and hope for the best a lot of the time. But I had enough resources in hand that were kind of awkward to use properly. I think I played against the control deck correctly. I was kind of a very weird, not very good tempo deck this game, but just like I got down one creature and beat them to death with it. Right? So, I don't know. Overall, happy with the game. Thrilled with the outcome of the draft overall, of course. Any 7 win is great. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.